Hi! It is January 2nd and we are avoiding seasonal depression. Logan and I already undecorated, I think on New Year's Eve, which is probably the earliest that we've undecorated, but our apartment looks so bland and so sad. And I really want to avoid seasonal depression. Now, for me, I don't think it's the season necessarily that makes me feel sluggish and like unmotivated. I think it's more so the fact that the holidays are over and it's just cold for no reason. Like when it's Christmas, I feel like there's a reason for it to be cold outside. When it's New Year's, there's a reason for it to be cold. After the New Year, there's no reason for it to be cold. Especially because there's no snow, it's just cold. So it's not even like it looks pretty, it just looks gloomy and cold. I want to avoid seasonal depression. I miss my lights, I miss my decorations, I miss the personality and life that once was my apartment. So to avoid seasonal depression this year, I decided, let's decorate for Valentine's Day. You know, there's always gonna be a holiday to look forward to if you really think about it. So let's do Valentine's Day. I've never decorated before for Valentine's Day. It also is a way for me to get in touch with my feminist side because I don't really like color. I don't really like pink. Like I don't really like all the girly stuff, but there are certain things that I like that are girly. Now, how do I explain this? There are things that I see that are very girly and I'm like, oh, if I had a girlier personality, that would be really cute to get. But it just doesn't match my personality because I don't feel that way all the time. I like dark things. I like nudes. I like neutrals. Like that's more my vibe the majority of the time. Where if I got something that was pink, I would get tired of it very quickly because it's just not me. But because it's Valentine's Day and that comes and goes so quickly, I can't snap with this. I figured this would be perfect to do because I only have to have the decorations up for like a month. So that's what we're doing. For Halloween/fall season, I do like 31 days of thriller movies, and then Christmas, I do 25 days of Christmas. This year, I want to do 14 days of romance. I'm probably gonna do 14 days of rom-coms. I'm gonna sprinkle in just regular romance in there too, just for funsies. But you see, this gets me excited. You see how instantly I started to be more excited. I started to have more life. It's just something to look forward to. I love a theme. I don't have all of our Valentine's Day decorations yet, but I did go to Marshalls/TJ Maxx and bought a bunch of stuff. And so I'm gonna give you guys a little haul. And then we'll decorate once everything is actually here. For the shower, I bought these little hooks. For Christmas, we have Christmas trees, and for fall we have little pumpkins. Now we are going to have Valentine's Day hearts. How cute! I'm not gonna go in order because everything is just thrown in this bag. So I bought this pasta. They're heart-shaped, and how cute! I feel like they look like they're gonna taste like shit. At least they're on theme. I also bought this funfetti. It's pink icing with red and white hearts on top for sprinkles. There's like this cherry float that I saw on Pinterest. Somebody made it with like vanilla ice cream and like cherry or strawberry soda. Whatever it was, it looked so good and it looked so pretty, and I wanted to use this for like the rim. So we got that going on. Then for the bathroom, super girly. I never thought I'd see the day where I would purchase something so pink to go with. I was gonna show you our pink rug that it goes with, but that's gonna have to be later because it's all the way at the bottom. Then for the kitchen, we got these hand towels. They're red and white. How pretty. We got this candle. It's called Bear Hug, and it smells like, very subtle. I don't know how to explain what it smells like, and I don't see the notes on here, but I'm sure they're there somewhere. Then we also got this chocolate covered strawberry. This smells like chocolate. Very strong chocolate scent. Salt and pepper shakers. They're strawberries. Everything that we buy for Halloween, we also buy the same things, but the Christmas version. And now we're gonna do the same thing, but the Valentine's Day version. Then I also bought these two mugs, but I think that I'm going to return them. They're really pretty, but I think I want glass cups instead. And our bath mat, literally the same bath mat that we have for Christmas, but in pink. And then we got placemats. They're hard. How cute. And then the last thing I have in here are just napkins. We still need throw blankets and pillowcases for the couch. We also ordered pink lights because now that the Christmas tree and all of our lighting is gone, there's no light in here at night. It gets really dark and it's so sad. So we got pink lights. I'm so excited for those. And then we also need like a canvas to replace the little deer that we had by the bathroom. And I think that's it. The pillowcases I'm about to order on Amazon. I already know the ones that I want. Everything else we're still on the hunt for. I just really want to stay motivated, and I feel feel like the lifelessness around me, it's not helping with the motivation part of the being motivated. Point of this video, to keep you out of your seasonal depression. Really is to keep me out of my seasonal depression, and hopefully in turn that keeps you out of yours. I won't lie to you, I feel like we should have done like a pattern here, because this is gonna be too much pink, I think. Pink, I think. Let me really, oh brother. All right, let me figure this out. Maybe one here and one in the bathroom for now, just to see what the vibes are, perhaps. Maybe. I feel like that looks better. The thing is, Logan is a very matchy-matchy person. I can't do the matchy-matchy, and I feel like this and the rug go too perfectly together, where I feel like that breaks it up more. We gonna have to have a little chat, because these might be getting returned. It also looks so cute next to that lotion because they're both red and they match perfectly. Do you guys know which one is supposed to have salt and which one is supposed to have pepper? One has 3 holes, one has 1. And I notice this whenever I get a set, one has more holes than the other. I don't know if the pepper needs more holes or the salt. I feel like pepper is thicker, so I would think pepper might need more, but I feel like it makes more sense for pepper to be in the darker one and salt to be in the lighter one, and it's never that way, which makes me believe that salt should have more holes than the pepper. Ow. Hey, it's me. So we finally got our pillows. We finally decorated for Valentine's Day. I'll show you the like glassware we got. I want to show you the couch, but I also feel like now's not a good time. And here's why. We're fostering a puppy, so this is what the couch looks like right now. But what I can show you is my glassware. This is the glassware we ended up going with. It's so cute. We can make little Shirley Temples. We can make pinkish looking drinks. And look at them, they got little hearts. If I'm being the most honest that I could possibly be, I forgot I was filming this video. So I don't remember what is in the first part of this video because I haven't even edited that part. I literally forgot that this was like a thing that I was doing. But then I remembered because I did something else to help with the seasonal blues, and I said, oh, maybe I should make a video. And then I said, wait, I forgot I was already doing that. It's not really just to help with the seasonal blues because I do this year round. I started doing this over the summer. We got another foster puppy and his name is Hopper. Hi, little baby. Oh, and he is the sweetest little guy. Okay, don't make me look like a liar. Don't make me look like a liar. Look at those eyes. He is stunning. He army crawls. That's his thing. See, I buy them toys and they want everything but the damn toy. Oh, 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 oh. Look who wants the toy. Oh, you're so strong. You're so mighty. Now, if this doesn't cure your seasonal depression, I don't know what will. He's only 8 weeks old and he mostly cuddles. This is like the one bit of energy he'll have for like 10. Ow! You just bit the shit out of me. Okay, okay. Okay, go get your toy. Go get your damn toy. He wants the camera and he won't stop till he gets it. That's enough out of you. He'll have a bunch of energy for like 15 minutes and then he'll just like go to sleep because he's only 8 weeks old. He was with his litter, so I think this is the first time that he's apart from his litter, so he loves to cuddle. He's not as cuddly as like Kai was, which was my first foster, which I have a video for him. I don't know that I'm gonna post it. It's a real emotional, real vulnerable. It's real, it's raw, and he was definitely the cuddliest, like didn't want to leave your side, loved sleeping on top of you. This one does love sleeping on top of you, but he's also okay not sleeping on top of you. He just likes to be in tight spaces. So if he's on the couch, he likes to be squished between like cushions, or squished between me and a cushion, or squished between blankets, and it's probably because he's used to being with his litter. And when I got him, I felt so bad because he was with his other 2 siblings and I had to separate them. They were like tugging on him. They didn't want to let him go, and it was really sad. I felt so bad. Hopefully they're all getting fostered. They're all so cute. They're all open for adoption, but hopefully by the time this video goes out, they've all been adopted already. I mean, he's beautiful. The fact that he ever was at the rescue and like didn't get adopted immediately is kind of crazy. You're so cute. He definitely still bites hard. It's just that his teeth are so sharp. I don't know why he loves my sleeve. I don't know what it is with the sleeve. He also loves to throw himself back. Like, it's been snowing the past 2 days, so we've just been cuddling during snow days, and that is like chef's kiss. We're hoping that Chip is gonna come over for a little play date, and then once that's all over, I'm sure he's gonna be exhausted because he doesn't have that much energy anyway. Like I said, he's only 8 weeks old. So yeah, we'll probably just cuddle the rest of the night. We have no plans to going out. Logan and I already ran our errands. Also, this is a long weekend. Just a lot to look forward to. He's so cute. I can't believe he's real. Hello, little one. Oh my gosh. I did film our morning cuddling during the snowstorm, and it's gonna continue to snow the rest of the day. So yeah, this is probably what also contributes to the seasonal blues, is that this is what I look like all the time. I have been filming this video for a month probably. Actually, yeah, a very long time, which is ironic because I think part of it is like the season that we're in that just makes me so unmotivated to make videos. But a huge part, an even bigger part of it, is that I go into office 5 days a week now, where before I was going into the office 3 times a week. And at one point I was fully remote. So I just have way less time to do anything because now I'm actually commuting to work and then commuting back home, and I'm in the office that whole time. So it's not like I can film anything during lunches or edit during lunches. I really have no time. By the time I get home, it's dark outside. I'm ready to go to bed. It's just been really difficult to keep up with YouTube videos. So I still love YouTube videos, but I think I want to pivot more into short form content. Long form takes a long time. It takes a long time to film, takes a long time to edit. With that being said, I'm never going to give up YouTube because I love YouTube, but I am likely going to slow down a little bit with YouTube and speed up a little with short form content, which I'm not too sure yet what my schedule is going to be like with that, because I still want to maintain a like healthy social media balance where like I'm not really on social media. So currently I only go on Friday through Sunday, and I don't really scroll on social media. If I am scrolling, I'm literally scrolling through photos that I have saved opposed to like photos that people are currently posting. I feel like the photos I have saved, I look at that similar to Pinterest, where like it's all inspo and like I saved those things for a reason. So I'm getting like ideas. I feel more creative. Where if I'm going through posts, I feel like I'm kind of just brain rotting and like looking at what everyone else is doing. Some things may be inspiring, some things, a lot of things actually are not. They kind of just do nothing for me, and I just want to be, I just need Instagram to feel like Pinterest, which is never going to feel like Pinterest because it's just a different app. But we're getting off topic. My point is, I'm going to figure out something that works for me. I know that you could schedule posts on Instagram, so there's a chance that that's what I'm gonna do. Just make a bunch of content that I could post, schedule them, and then post them even though I'm not active online. It's similar to Facebook. Like I got off of Facebook in 2016 whenever the orange man hit the White House, which I think was 2016, and I never went back on it. Actually, I went on it 2 years after that, like 2018, so that I can change my profile picture, and then never went back on it again. But I was posting my YouTube videos onto Facebook through YouTube. So like I didn't have to go onto Facebook and scroll through Facebook and like see all my notifications. I literally was on YouTube, and on YouTube you could share to Facebook, and I did it that way. So I was never actually on Facebook, but it looked like I was active because I was posting my YouTube videos. Eventually I stopped doing that because I was like, I don't think this is having an effect anyway. I really just don't like that app. maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm kind of just like speaking my thoughts out loud to you guys because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just know that I want to up my short form content a little bit. Although I may not be posting long form content as much on here, I will likely be posting a lot more shorts on here. So stay subscribed. I'm not disappearing. Stick around. It's just gonna look a little bit different. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to this video. The obvious, Hopper is no longer here. I spent the week in Jersey so I could bond with my niece and help my sister and her husband. Hopper had to go to another foster. Last time I checked, which was a couple days ago, he wasn't yet adopted, but he was having so much fun with his foster. She sent me videos of him playing in the snow. We had like a crazy snowstorm, like 32 inches. 32 inches. I'm not even being dramatic. I'll even put a screenshot here so you guys believe me. But he was having like a great time. The other foster has other dogs, like big dogs, so he was able to play with them, which is great because he was biting a little too hard. I think he'll learn from the big dogs how to like be a dog, you know? So Hopper's not here, but he is still being fostered in a great home, and I'm so happy for him. Another thing I wanted to like discuss kind of, I was thinking about this when I was like snuggling my pup. I wrote this down, so I'm just gonna read off of it because it's gonna be easier to read off of it than it is for me to just say it. But I wrote, enjoy the season you're in instead of trying to get out of it. I think seasonal blues comes from lack of sun and hibernating, but I'm trying to use this time as a reset period. Relax and reset. Cuddle a pup, go to the gym, read and write, make my apartment as comfortable as I can so that I want to be in hibernation. I think that's important, and here's why. I think seasonal blues comes from wanting to be in another season. So like you want it to be summer, you want the sun to be out, you want the sun to be out longer than it is, you want it to be hot outside. So then you get a little blue that we're like in the opposite season and summer kind of feels so far away. But I think it is important that when we're feeling the seasonal blues to really dive into the season that we're in. So like, I don't know where everyone lives. For example, I live on the East Coast. It snows here. The sun goes down at like 4 p.m. It gets freezing cold. You don't want to do anything. The ground turns to ice, so you really can't do things sometimes. It's literally been in the negatives. That's how cold it's been here. Obviously, I'm not as motivated to like do things when it's freezing cold. Even when you go outside, like it's so cold that it's painful. But I think it is important to have these phases of the year where you're just in hibernation, and I think you can use this time to do so much. There is beauty in doing nothing. Now, as a person who needs to constantly be moving and doing something, this could be a tricky period for us. I have found things that do help me during this season and that I do enjoy to do inside, because although I like to always be doing something, I don't necessarily have to be outside every single day as long as I feel like I'm doing something. So like I go to the gym that's in my building. I don't have to go outside. I know that not everybody has a gym, but you can work out in your apartment. I like to journal. I like to color. I feel like we should just be using this time to work on ourselves, better ourselves, analyze our brain, figure yourself out, gain new hobbies, and also literally just relax. Just reset. And then we'll be busy again in the springtime, which before you know it, it's going to be springtime, even though it feels so far away. There's a bunch of movies, a bunch of shows I want to catch up on. I actually just bought like 3 subscriptions to streaming services, which is annoying because I didn't want to fall for big streaming scam, but I did. I also think the first step though to being in hibernation during the season and avoiding the blues is making your home as comfortable as you can make it. And if you have like a shared home with somebody, if you have roommates or if you live with your parents or whatever, make your room as comfortable as you can make it so that you want to be in your room. I need my apartment to be clean all the time, and luckily I'm with someone who is the same exact way. We cannot have a mess, so we both are always cleaning. It would be so stressful if one of us was cleaning and the other one was not doing anything, but we both are very clean people. So like I was gone for a week, he was working for a week. When I got home, the apartment was still clean. Like it makes me look forward to going home because that's like my comfort space. It's everything is clean, everything is comfy, it smells good in here, it looks good in here. It's just like I walk in and I feel like my apartment has given me a hug, and that's all I really want. That's what we strive for. Like think of like bears who like hibernate. They create a little den, they make it comfy and cozy for them, and that's where they hibernate. We have to do the same. We have to start taking notes from the animals. If I'm being so honest, all other species at this point are better than humans. I said it. And if you follow me, I posted something about it. What's going on in the world right now is crazy. I don't want to get into it. I've already gotten into it on other social platforms. But anyway, if you've been wanting to foster a pup, now is the time to foster puppies. Not just puppies, literally any animal, grown dogs too, cats, that if you've been wanting to work on your health and fitness, now is the perfect time. If you've been wanting to read more, now is the perfect time to do that. If you've been wanting to develop new hobbies, now is the perfect time to figure out what hobbies you're actually into. Like, now is the time to be the most productive so that you can have the most fun over the summer. That's how I view it. This is like the pre-game into summer. So let's utilize the pre-game. All of that plus catching up on rest. Because over the summer, most of us want to be outside. Use this time to like, in 2 weeks, it'll be Valentine's Day weekend, which finally Valentine's Day falls on a weekend. Love that, especially now that I'm in office 5 days a week. So Logan and I have like Valentine's Day planned, but another thing that we are making sure that we do on Valentine's Day is plan a trip, likely for the summer. We have no idea when we're gonna plan the trip for. Every summer, we usually go somewhere. If it works out to do a summer trip, then great, but if it works out to do like an end of year trip, then we'll do that too. So on Valentine's Day, we're gonna come to the table with ideas. We're going to brainstorm and we're going to figure out where we're gonna be this summer. I will likely vlog that trip, whatever trip we take, so stay subscribed or subscribe if you haven't. And then last on my list, it is finally February 1st. I want to do 14 days of rom-coms. I think I spoke about this earlier in the video, but like I do the Halloween version of this, I do the Christmas version of this, and now I'm gonna start to do the romance version of this, which is just watching a movie a day for 14 days leading up to Valentine's Day. I keep calling it 14 days of rom-coms, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a rom-com. It could just be any sort of like love story. Movies that I could watch. A lot of these are movies that I have never watched before. I think I'm gonna start with The Breakup. I don't know if we consider that a rom-com because they're broken up. I don't really know. But the reason why I was thinking of starting with The Breakup is because Logan really likes Vince Vaughn and I don't think he's ever seen that movie. Tomorrow's Monday, so the rest of the week I'll probably be watching movies alone because he's gonna be asleep. But oh my gosh, I'm so silly goofy. I didn't even tell you guys what I have been doing to avoid seasonal blues throughout this time that I wasn't filming. Like I had mentioned before, I went to Jersey to help my sister, her husband, and bond with my niece. That was something that I feel like helped with the seasonal blues because she is an infant, so we can't really go out with her anyway, and it's freezing cold outside. So I feel like it was perfect that we were able to just rot for a week, and all we did was like cuddle together for a week. I feel like that would have been much harder to do if it was like nice outside because I would have wanted to like be outside with her the whole time, especially because I've been very busy and I've been extremely like drained and exhausted. I don't know how people work full-time jobs and then have children. Honestly, I don't understand. I get out of work at 6 o'clock. By the time I get home, shower, and eat, my kids would be asleep. This is what I mean with the species sucking. We gotta work around things. The sun is getting brighter and brighter. It's not even 9 in the morning yet, so that's the other thing. My skin is breaking out, so that's making it even harder to avoid seasonal depression. I like don't recognize myself, but that's also a story for another time. Anyway, what were we just talking about? My sister and I also decided to play in the snow like we used to when we were children, and that was a lot of fun. What else did I do? I guess that's really all I've been doing, huh? I also bought some new clothes that I have been wanting. It's been on my Pinterest and Instagram saved photos for a minute now. I'm hoping that'll give me some more life. You know, now that I'm going in 5 days a week, it's getting really hard to get dressed because I'm just wearing so many clothes. I wear hoodies, leggings, sweatshirts, sweatpants, and I style them in a way that's cute to wear outside. That's my wardrobe, where now I can't do that. So a lot more thought has to go into like my outfits, which means I kind of need more stuff. Yeah, I took the time to buy clothes that are gonna make me feel good and make me want to get dressed. But yeah, I feel like I've said it all. I probably haven't. I'm sure there are things that I missed. But for those who watch all of my videos, thank you for your support. I really genuinely, truly, with all my heart, appreciate it. And I'm not disappearing. I'm just gonna be posting more short form content on probably all platforms, including this one though. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I could make the same videos that I would make in long form, but just make them short form and post them still on YouTube. I'm just figuring out my new flow now that things have changed a bit. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the damn things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.
Tell me, have you seen her? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trap Selena. Dame más gasolina.